Welcome to the HR Happy Hour work break. You are here on a Friday with Trish and Steve. Hey, Steve Bose.
Hey Trish, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. I feel like it's still morning. I don't know how it became noon where I'm at so quickly.
You know what? I am exhausted. I actually flew in from Dallas last night and I didn't get home until 2 a.m.
Whoa.
I know, but I had calls starting at 8:30, so I had to get up before then just to
Ugh,
even they were video calls, so you had to like get up and shower and everything. So running on a little bit of sleep, not much.
that's a
And
drag. I think you got to talk to your planning department about scheduling 8:30 calls on Fridays. That's wow. That's rough.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. No, you know what? It was interesting. I was in Dallas for business, as you know, and thank you for doing the work break on Wednesday and while I was off doing all sorts of things, but lots of exciting things happening in the works for H3HR.
Cool.
But anyway, no, there were like straight line wins in Dallas where it was like
Mm.
either canceling every flight or just delaying by like 3, 4, 5 hours. So yeah, I'm just lucky I got out of there. It was crazy.
Was it derecho? What is that word for those wins?
I don't know. Maybe. Oh, I didn't even think of that. Maybe that's what that is.
Maybe.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, I was down there. I do want to give one quick shout out to the photographer. I went and had some professional photos made, headshots, and
Wow,
such.
that's cool.
And then threw in some fun ones too. Photographer, her name is Jay Mayhew, Jaimayhew. She is on Instagram, people, and on Facebook. Please go find her if you're in the Dallas area for sure.
Is she
But
on Facebook or is she in the metaverse?
she's in the metaverse.
Yeah, there you go.
No, but Jay was really great. She can do very professional photos, which we did, but then she can also do like Vogue, Vanity Fair kind of
That's the
things.
kind I
So
like to do when I get my photos done.
you do like the
Mhm.
Vogue look?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It was fun. It was really, really good.
Well,
So
that's
anyway,
cool.
shout out to her.
We look
Um,
forward to seeing updated profile pictures soon then, I guess,
I
is
know,
what we're
I know. One even has a microphone in it, so I kinda liked that.
cool.
It was really cool. But no, the other thing I was going to tell you and ask you if you've read the maybe even the first book in this series. So I've not been doing reading. Have you been reading lately? I used to
Uh,
be like a big reader. Do you read anymore?
yeah,
Is that
not a
a thing?
ton. In fact, I've got the Amazon cart fired up here this morning,
Do
because
you?
I needed a couple things, and on my list of things to, order is a couple of new books, so been a little slack. The last book I read was I think I talked about it on this show. I read Pappyland over the summer.
That's it. Yeah, I knew you had read one, but
Excellent book. I
yeah.
recommend it. If anybody wants it, to let me know. I'll send it to you. And
Okay.
I read the Abby Wambach book right before HR Tech. So those are the last
Oh,
two I
that's
read.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, no, so I got a book which was called or is called Beyond Mars and Venus by John Gray. Have you heard of that
Okay.
book from like a million years ago? It's like actually 20
Yeah,
years ago.
the Men Are From Mars book. I
Yeah.
never read it, but I've heard of it. Sold a lot of
Yeah,
copies, right? Yeah.
it has. It's super popular and it's actually, I mean, it's not a business book, obviously, but I think it's just good to think about, get your mind thinking about like how women and men communicate differently. But what's
Hmm.
happened is in those 20 years since he wrote the first book, which still is very much, I mean, tends to be more masculine or more feminine approaches to life and communication, but he's really like done this updated book on based on the fact that women are now in the workforce by large numbers compared to
Hmm.
20 years ago, how
Okay.
our roles have changed, how sometimes women are more the breadwinner winners in the family, and then changing male roles as well. So it's sort of talking about like, I guess our generation, and how we're kind of in that in between. We might have been raised where men are from Mars, women are from Venus, but now it's kind of work and life are blended a little bit. So really interesting. I'm only about 2 chapters in, but I haven't read a book in a long time, and I just felt like I need a book. So
Yeah, I'm gonna
if
order
anyone's got book
some.
recommendations, send them
I
to
did.
us.
I'm looking for some ideas.
Yeah.
One thing I saw that is interesting, I believe, and I haven't done this in a while either, but I think I'm going to this weekend. I'm pretty sure H3, we still have like our masterclass subscriptions,
We do.
right? So I was excited when I got an email the other day from the masterclass people. Trish, do you know who our new masterclass instructors are? The latest
No, I haven't looked
instructors?
for a bit.
Metallica, Trish.
What?
Metallica, yes. The four gentlemen who are in the band Metallica. They've been together as a band for like, I don't know, 35 years, maybe
Right.
longer. Super successful, had their ups and downs, but they're doing a master class, and it's not just about, hey, here's how we wrote Enter Sandman, although I
Yeah.
think that's
You gotta
part
be
of
a
it.
band. 101.
They're going to be covering communication in a team setting, right? That's applicable to just about all of us in the workplace. Collaboration, managing criticism, managing conflict, kind of keeping
Really?
creativity going over a long period of time. So I'm going to watch some of the Metallica stuff. I think I'm going to do that this weekend.
Can you get Metallica on the show?
Sure. I'll bring them up. Absolutely.
I think that should be your thing. No,
Okay.
seriously, you need to get them on the show so we can talk to them about these things. Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah, and I think that's one of the cool things about masterclass too. It's because you get people from all types of
Mhm.
professions and vocations and backgrounds, et cetera, but they kind of all have sort of interesting things to share, at least all the ones that I've watched, because I've watched a lot of them
I have
over the
2.
last couple of years we've been doing that, whether it was
Right.
athletes or chefs. I've watched a few of the chef ones,
Mhm.
business leaders. The former CEO of Starbucks was Howard Schultz was really, really good.
Mhm.
The one on negotiation from
Oh, that one's really
Chris
good.
Voss about,
Yes,
the
really
former
good.
FBI hostage negotiator. Really, really excellent stuff. So I
Mhm.
do recommend the masterclass. And they usually do like a half off sale for subscriptions. It's usually like $200 to subscribe to it for a year, but they almost always will cut that price in half, like around Black Friday, Christmas time. So for folks who are interested in that, just like hold out for that promotion
Hold
because
out.
I'm certain it's coming. But yeah, so I thought that was pretty cool.
You
Metallica
know
on
what? It's
masterclass.
worth it too. If you think even if you have to pay full price, $200 to educate yourself for a year.
Oh, there's a
And I
ton of
love that you're
content.
kind of watching them across all different genres because I've done that. I've been using it, oh gosh, like 5 or 6 years maybe, and much more now. But I've taken some of the classes on like acting, for example, which you wouldn't, I'm not an actor. I don't aspire to be an actress, but it's like those sorts of communication tools, the way that
You've got all
stories
those
are
new
told.
glamour headshots, though.
I
Maybe
might
there's an
be. I'm
opportunity.
gonna be a Can I tell you what? Here's why in one sentence why I can't be a model. Not because of this, actually, just
Oh, okay.
the ability to, like, make your body contort into weird, like, poses and hold it. Oh my gosh, it felt like the biggest workout. The next day, my back, my arms, my legs, I mean, supermodeling is hard, Steve.
Don't I know it? That's why I retired young, as I did. Speaking of Starbucks, which were we? I don't remember. Yeah, I just mentioned the former Starbucks
You did.
CEO. The current CEO of Starbucks was interviewed this morning, Trish, on the
Okay,
news on CNBC,
I missed it.
talking about their business, et cetera, et cetera. But he said something that was interesting. So made me come up with a question to ask you, Trish, because you
Okay.
love when I quiz you live on the air. Trish, what city in the world has the most Starbucks locations? I learned this morning.
The most.
The most.
City. I feel like it's gotta be a big, big city. I'm gonna say, like, Beijing, maybe?
That's a great guess. You were close. It's Shanghai. How about that?
Is it Shanghai?
Yes, he
Oh
said
my
that
gosh, that's true. If you
on
ever
the
wanna
interview
see
this
how
morning.
many did we see there? Yeah, a
They were all
million.
over the place. So
Uh-huh.
Shanghai with the most Starbucks locations that are anywhere in the world, and uh,
Wow.
that was the one. The few times we were over there, that was the one American, I guess, brand. I think we probably saw the most, right? Like they were just kind of
Absolutely.
everywhere, right? Everywhere in every city we were at, every place we were at. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
they were pretty, which is pretty incredible. I would have guessed New York City for sure, but how about that?
Yeah, no, I was just trying to think huge, huge population, so definitely Shanghai makes sense. I will tell you that my first trip there, now that I'm thinking about it, the first interaction I had in Shanghai was at a Starbucks because I had gotten off the plane and I was just like, trying to wake up. And it was interesting. They were so nice to me, but obviously I don't speak Mandarin and I'm like trying to order and they were very helpful. I was finally just like, and all of their drinks or most of their drinks are really different, as you know.
Yeah,
So they
that
have
was a different
such
scene
cool
over
drinks.
there, but it's still
Yeah,
pretty cool, and folks over there really love it, Trish.
good. I
One of
have
the
2 Asia Pacific things if I can tie them in real quick. They're
Let's
short.
go, do it.
So the first is, did I was doing some reading and this popped up and I was so surprised. So I was looking at what type of food do different countries have for holidays. So like
Okay.
what are they known for? What do they really have? Guess what it says anyway in this article, what the most popular food is in Japan around the holidays that you must go get.
Uh, some sort of a fish. They love fish over there. No.
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Wow. Okay. Would have not guessed that.
Kentucky Fried Chicken. I know. I was like, that can't be. It is. No, they actually order in advance, like weeks in advance, and you can also get like champagne and a cake when you pick up your
That's
Kentucky
cool.
Fried Holiday Chicken.
That's cool. That's a really cool thing. I was just
Right.
reading. I was talking to someone about this recently. That the meal service that is here,
Oh,
HelloFresh, which I know I believe you've talked
right.
about, you've used on occasion. You can order a HelloFresh Thanksgiving in a box kit. Yeah,
Really?
like turkey, like a
I
bunch
may
of
have to look into
sides.
that.
It serves 8 to 10 people, costs about
Wow.
$170. And I read a review of it that said it
Oh,
was really
easy.
pretty good, except the only downside it said was it's a lot of cutting, a lot of it's like it's like making Thanksgiving dinner, right?
Oh,
Except
sure.
you don't have to shop for the ingredients. So it did recommend like getting some help to do it, not try
With
to
the
do it
prep.
yourself.
Yeah. Well, the last one I wanted to say about just Asia Pacific. So obviously I'm a TikTok fan. I know you're not, but guess what kind
I
of
like
TikTok? I don't
Japanese
know how I
TikTok.
stumble into these things, but like once you're into a new topic, you start getting a lot of stuff in that topic. And I'm into like I guess Korean TikTok, like smart gadgets for your home.
Mm.
And I'm gonna put a little banner here because so people can follow. If you're on TikTok, follow this family. Cute little family, but their entire home has all these cool gadgets and things like automatic toothpaste dispensers. So you just put it up to the wall and the little toothpaste squeezes out the right amount, or soap dispensers, or what else?
I know
Mops,
because it's such
vacuums,
an ordeal to squeeze the toothpaste in the
all
morning.
kind of
It's really rough.
no, but it just makes the room, like, so modern and clean because, like, I'm thinking, like, you've got your toothbrush and your toothpaste and all this is on my counter. This way, it's this nice little thing that sticks on the wall, and so I started looking on Amazon. I may, in the next week, like, totally redo my kitchen and bathroom to be all, like, smart home,
You know what I would
Korean
like? I
style.
think that's a good idea. You know what I would like? I would need a little more room for it probably than I've got available, probably. But I would like to have like a shower set up that works like a car wash. So I really don't have to do anything, but
You
just
could just walk right
walk
through.
through it in stages. The beginning, you get the pre-rinse, then you
That's
get hit
actually brilliant.
with the soap, and then the third stage, the towels
Wouldn't
or
that be
the
nice?
loofahs smack you around a little bit, and then maybe a little moisturizer at the end, and boom.
Apparently, George the Rock agrees
And
with
then a
me.
big blow dryer at the very, very end. Wouldn't that be
I love
awesome?
that. George is exhausted from squeezing his
It
toothpaste. I
is. It's
bet
really
George,
hard.
"Hey, George," like $7 on Amazon, you know,
So,
and, go check it out. Yeah, and I like your idea, Steve. I feel like there's
yeah,
that
car wash,
wait.
shower kind of thing.
Alright, help me remember, and I'm vaguely remember like, in the Jetsons, wasn't there something like that where George would, like, wake up out of bed and he'd go through some kind of a
Good day.
contraption and all of a sudden he was ready for work?
That could be true.
So
My
it dresses
Jetsons
you and
knowledge is
everything?
a little thin. One last thing for me, Trish, before we wind up, because it's timely and I gotta get it out today. Trish,
Right.
did you ever see the movie or read the book, The Perfect Storm, the George Clooney movie about the fishing boat that sinks?
Yes, bits and pieces. I don't think
Trish,
I've
that
ever
was
seen the whole thing.
30 years ago
What?
today, essentially, the actual storm in real life,
Oh, the
the
real life. I was
the
gonna say, what movie
confluence
was
of the
it?
three storms that came together was two big storms, remnants of a hurricane. 30
Really?
years ago. It was like October 28th through October 31st, 1991. It's a
Oh
great
my
movie. It's
god.
an excellent book too. If you are looking for an older book to read, the book that the movie was based on is outstanding as well.
Oh,
30
is
years
it
ago.
good?
Yeah, Perfect Storm.
All
There you
right,
go.
so everyone else, send us your book recommendations. I'm writing down The Perfect Storm. And what was the other one? Happy Land?
Happy Land. I loved it. It helps if you're a fan of bourbon, but
You know,
you
who's
don't have
not?
to be.
Who's not? I think people that would be listening to us would be bourbon fans.
They ought to be.
All right. Hey, listen, thanks for joining me, Steve. Thanks for taking over on Wednesday and doing that one without me so I could have a little fun with my friend Jay Mayhew, the photographer in Dallas. Have a good weekend, everyone. We'll see you back here on Monday.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. We didn't even talk about that.